Well, hi folks, time to start preparing my exhibition show carrot mixtures now. This is where this thing will come in useful. It's a sort of just a homemade riddle made out of 6mm mesh, as you can see. A bit Heath Robinson-ish, got some casters on it. The idea is you put your compost in, and you riddle it and you catch your compost in the bottom. So the idea about the compost is when you're growing carrots you want your growing medium as fine as possible. You don't want any lumps and bits of twig or anything in it, because if the taproot hits that, that's when you get a forked carrot. So that's the whole idea about going through all this. It's a real faff, but if you do it properly and you get it as fine as possible, you get better results. Now the compost I'm using is this professional Levington's compost. It's called F2 plus S, which is F2 compost with added sand, added horticultural sand. It's a really fine mixture, so it shouldn't need too much riddling, and the added sand makes it finer and better drained as well. So it's ideal for carrots. And the thing is with this, there should be enough fertiliser already in the compost, because I did a test thing last year where I didn't put any added fertiliser in whatsoever, and I grew some of my best carrots ever. So I'm not going to have any extra fertiliser whatsoever. So we'll just get on. I'll chuck a bit of this in and see how much rubbish it riddles out. Shouldn't be too much. I've used sort of supermarket stuff before, and the big companies, supermarkets and garden centre stuff, and when I've riddled it I've ended up with about 50% twigs and rubbish and all the plastic and crap that comes out of it with this recycled stuff. But because this is 100% peat and sand, there shouldn't be anything untoward in it. So we'll have a go and see how fine it is. Give the old contraption a bit of a workout. Nearly everything's going through it. I'll just riddle this last bit. But this is only a 6mm drill, so it's quite fine. And as you can see, that's all there is. 5 lumps, and that's just big pieces of peat anyway. So when you get the good stuff, you don't waste much. And I'll just show you the finished result when it's been through the sieve. That's it. It's fine as anything. Really fine stuff. So that'd be ideal for carrots. There'd be no chance of them hitting anything hard and going off at an angle and forking or being bent. So that's the idea with this. So I'll get on, and I've got about 300 litres of this to do, and then I'll show you what else I add to it. Well, right then folks, as you can see, I put 3 bags through now. That's 200 litres, well 225 litres through my sieve, and that's all the rubbish I got out of it, and they're only little bits of peat. So as you can see, it's cracking stuff anyway, but I just wanted to get all these little lumps out and stuff. So it's nice and fine. So the next thing is to get on and mix the ingredient into it. The only thing I'm going to mix into it is this stuff called calcified seaweed ground. It's ground up, and I'm going to put 5 ounces of this to every 30 litres of the compost. And this stuff's it's got quite a lot of trace elements and minerals and things like that, and a lot of magnesium in that carrots like. And also because it's calcified, it actually raises the pH. Because of it being peat, the compost, it can be quite acidic sometimes, so this actually just buffers that. So basically, like I said, just 30 litres of the compost to 5 ounces of that. So I've got a 15 litre bucket, so obviously it's 2 of those. 2 of those 15 litre buckets to me 5 ounces of stuff. So I'll chuck this in, try to get most of it in, chucking it on the floor. Turn it on. Chuck my calcified seaweed in when I put half the compost in, so it should help it mixing a bit better. that's it. So I'll just let that mix now for about 5 minutes to make sure that the seaweed's all really well mixed into the compost. And then that's about it really, that's it done. Ideal for planting carrots in, long carrots, stump carrots. It's a bit of a faff, but like they say, the more you put in, hopefully the luckier you get. So if you prepare your stuff well, you get really fine stuff, you should grow better carrots given a decent summer. So that's about it, folks. Sorry, that's about it, folks. I'll get on and mix this, and that's one more tedious job out of the way. See you later.